This video was made with the active connivance of the conscious Caracal, and it does represent the thoughts and ideas of the Laughing Ogre, and should not be mistaken for the thoughts, ideas, or views of any sane human being. Now sit back and relax, folks, because once again, the Young Turks are eviscerated by the Laughing Ogre! Aw, man, I should have quit using all that music I was. We're gonna take a look at I did it Rolla today. In the meantime, I'll put some music that I've done over top of this, and I'm gonna try to make sure that the powers that be can't money bomb me. But before I jump into this feat first, I just want to thank you, Real Me. Thank you so much for showing up today. Also, I think the Real Me undoubtedly mentioned, but this was done with the conscious connivance of the conscious Caracal, and I really do appreciate his help. He's helped a couple of my videos not only blow up, but he's helped get the word out about the fact that the Young Turks suck. So look him up on Reddit. It's a subreddit, the Young Turks suck. I'd also like to make quick mention, because there's going to be a shorty today, that I did, the inspiration for me to continue in this crusade, this fight against the Young Turks, it comes from a lady, not completely, but it comes a lot from a lady that calls herself Rachel Richardson. You can find her on Twitter under the handle The Warrior Queen. And if you find me, my hat's a little crooked, and if you find me there, you'll be able to find her there pretty easy. She's one of the people that I follow, and she follows me back. So that said, I'm going to jump right into this. Let's let a moron speak and see what he has to say. And we're going to deconstruct this a wee bit.
A couple who terrorized an 8-year-old's birthday party with both weapons and racial slurs are actually going to jail, and for a long period, surprisingly. Kayla Norton and...
Boy, he's so happy about that, because we'll find out why he's so happy about that.
Jose Torres, who have 3 children, were part of a larger group. This is back in July 2015, a group called Respect the Flag.
I'm sorry, folks, but Jose Torres, I haven't dug into this really deeply. I want to get through this quickly. I just brung up one thing just to show a parallel. But Jose Torres, that's Hispanic. I mean, he could be a Blanco, but that doesn't mean that the Blanco is not Hispanic. There's lots of Blanco Hispanics that if you tell them they're not Hispanic, they want to fight you. So, this guy's jumping in feet first, but he's a moron. Just keep that in mind. I'm going to try not to stop him much through this first part.
Flag. They don't mean the American flag, by the way. Their convoy of trucks flying the Confederate battle flag pulled up to a birthday party for an 8-year-old black child where they threatened the family and yelled racial slurs. At one point, as you do, Torres pulled out a shotgun and pointed it at the family.
Okay, I have to stop you right there, because I think that this is an important detail that a lot of news
because she's better than him, but here we go.
Articles left out, and we should mention it. He didn't just simply point a shotgun at the partygoers. His little girlfriend actually took the shotgun out of the truck as he was yelling and, saying racist things to these people,
racist,
and loaded
niggers,
the gun in front of them
honkies,
and handed it
crackers,
to him,
spicks,
so he could then threaten to kill all of them with that shotgun.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Did anybody get killed? Was there any shotgun trigger pulled? How many times a day does it happen that a black person accosts a white person? Why are they making this about race? That's what I'm asking. But since they are, we'll make it about race.
Responsible not to cite that, which is why I got it ready.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I just pulled a jank. Except with jank,
totally
I'll say something, and then a minute later he'll be like, "You left something out." Then he'll repeat it.
It's just bust nuts.
I
We just
know.
want to make sure that the information gets across. Both of us are eager for that. So Melissa Alford was a guest at the party, said at least 7 pickup trucks displaying Confederate flags pulled up on her property on Campbellton Street. 7 pickup trucks, Jesus. Their passengers were armed and threatened to kill y'all N-words. That seems to check out. Several members of the group, some of whom are now serving prison terms of their own, so this is not the only case, got out of their trucks and approached the partygoers, threatening to kill them all. According to their fellow defendants and witnesses, it was Norton, the female, who retrieved Torres' shotgun, a tactical 12-gauge with a pistol grip, and loaded it before giving it to him. He must have thought he saw a deer in the background. or something like that. No, he was trying to terrorize them. And bear in mind, contextually, the disruption of the birthday party took place less than a month after white supremacist Dylan Roof killed 9 African Americans at a historic black church in Charleston, saying that he did so because he wanted to kill black people and he wanted to start a race war.
These people are so horrifically terrible, they have to make it a hive mind. So Dylan Roof represents all white folks? So Torres represents all Hispanics? Does it represent all? I'm gonna leave a link to this description, but before I let them continue, I want to take a look here at somebody that's actually quite intelligent. I believe this was written by Ben Shapiro. Let's look at this. On Wednesday, 2 race-based hate crime stories broke. The first in Pennsylvania, the second in Chicago. The story in Pennsylvania came courtesy of a 14-year-old white idiot racist who allegedly posted a Snapchat directed at a 16-year-old black student in which the white kid recorded the black kid eating chicken wings and then called him a nigger and joked that he was on government assistance. Northampton County District Attorney John Morgali announced charges. Cyber harassment of a child and ethnic intimidation, he stated. Harassment, whether it's based on harassment, whether it's based or otherwise, is a crime. The Snapchat became an issue because the 16-year-old black student attacked the white kid during a football game, drawing charges in juvenile court. So we haven't been teaching people sticks and stones to break my bones, but ways of names will never hurt me. So this black kid decided that since he was called a nigger and made fun of for eating chicken wings and told he was on assistance, he was going to physically attack this white kid. That's a crime. Calling somebody a nigger or whatever, however it is ignorant. And I've been called kike and all kinds of things in my life. However it is ignorant, it actually builds a thickness over you. And the black folks that I grew up with, you call them a nigger, they'll laugh in your face. They will laugh right in your face and say, well, you're a honky. What is that? What did you prove? Because they've developed a thicker skin and they don't give a crap about being called names. The black people I grew up with are like me, though. Touch them with your finger, they will break you, honky. So just bear that in mind. Then there's this, the secondary story from Chicago. In that story, 4 teenagers allegedly kidnapped and then tortured a developmentally disabled white man on tape, all while shouting, "Fuck Donald Trump," and "fuck white people." Boy, fuck white people, boy. Here was the Chicago Police Superintendent Eddie Johnson explaining that their attack wasn't politically motivated. I think some of it is just stupidity. People just ranting about something that they think might make a headline. I don't think that at this point we have anything concrete to really point us in that direction. But we'll keep investigating and we'll let the facts guide us on how this concludes. So when a 14-year-old white kid drops the nigger word, that's not just stupidity, that's racism. But when a black teenager screams "fuck white people" and "fuck Donald Trump" when actually torturing a white man, that's not racism. That is just stupidity. Folks, come on. Come reason with me for a moment. I don't want to call anybody a nigger. I don't want to call him a nigga even though I do, because I love the culture. And I called Tree, I said nigga the other day. She thought it was so funny. She was doing a live stream and she was talking about how she used to wear a wig when she was a cop to do undercover busts and what. And I typed in incognito. The point is, don't tell me. I ain't going to sit here and tell you I got black friends or whatever, because I've got friends. I got all kinds of friends. I don't really qualify what they are or their level of importance to me or to society based on any color of their skin. I base it on the content of their character. Look at this man. I did a video about Jonah Lomo recently. And I was told by a friend that Jonah Lomo was on a show where at the end they feel the sport figure and they try to figure out who the sports figure was. And before they came out, somebody mentioned Jonah Lomo, and then they said, well, Jonah Lomo is just a big poof. And if you don't know who Jonah Lomo is, go watch my video. He's dead, but I still would not call the man a little poof because he was a man's man of a monster. And so guess who they had to feel at the end of the night? It was the immortal Jonah Lomo, who was buried as a warrior, befitting a warrior. So I'm going to really encourage you to watch the rest of this video on your own. Please look at it in the light of sense and reason, not in the light of this person that says she's better than you and you have to listen to her. So folks, that said, don't judge people by the color of their skin or by the words that they use. Judge people by the content of the character and the actions they demonstrate. Was it good that these people broke out a shotgun? To be perfectly honest, I don't have all the information. What is bad is that it was a racial attack on folks that enjoyed the Confederate flag, and a lot of those people were black. Once again, I just want to remind you, be good to your friends. Be good to your family members. Be good to your loved ones. Be quick to say you're sorry. Be even quicker to accept an apology from that friend, family member, or loved one, especially when what they've done seems to be so huge, you'll never be able to forget about it. Because, constant viewers, in a time you think not, your friends, your family members, your loved ones, your life and your cause, and all of your fanboys, young Turks, will depart from you. Uh-oh, fights out. I'm about to punch your lights out. Get up, bitch, and guard your grill. There's something going on and we can't sit still. I've been drinking and busting too. I've been thinking of busting you upside your motherfucking forehead. Oh girl, if your friends jump in, they'll be more dead, causing confusion, disturbing the peace.